Time for our pro final. Mike, Daniel Benham, our top qualifier.
Yeah, it goes 1-1. He's your number one qualifier. He's also had the fastest lap on this racetrack today. It'll be fun to see how he does here in the final. There you see Lincoln Lemieux. Interestingly enough, your points leader, Elias Ischel, qualifying 9th. So a tough break for him, but we'll see how he does here in the final.
Before we get underway, let's check in one more time with Haley.
Thanks, guys. Daniel Benham, he had a dominating performance in his round 2 heat race. He set the plan of attack tonight, focusing on the start first and foremost. Thereafter, seeking out the smooth line and riding aggressively. This is not a track you can afford to leave the door open for anyone.
So it comes down to this. They are assembled on the front row and the back row, and we are ready. It is your pro final here at the U.S. Air Force Snocross National in Deadwood, and it's about time to rock and roll. And here are the pros ready to rock and roll.
Look at Benham on the outside.
Yeah, he'll have the stud boy hole shot as he sails that ram triple.
Wow, now watch him as they come into this corner. Benham stays a little high. That's the start he had hoped for. Daniel Benham, now can he hold on? That's a long race ahead of him.
Look at this battle for second. Logan Christian out of nowhere just smoked Elias Ischel, and now they are 3 wide coming out the other side. Ischel gets it back.
Just about came off his sled there, Paul.
Yeah, and Oscar Norm in the mix
somebody's
there.
Dead stick in the back.
Yeah, they'll keep the yellow flag out there as Benham leads, and now Oscar Norm has moved into second on that Henches Racing Polaris. He's a couple of sled lengths back here, Mike.
You see the yellow flags waving already. This is where they cannot pass. Watch him. There's Norm. There's Ischel. There's Logie. You know, that sled, they're trying to get it out of the way. I didn't see what the number was on it. I wonder if it wasn't Nick Patton. But we'll keep an eye on that. But racing up front, it's still Benham out front. Could this be his night?
He was fantastic in qualifying earlier. Oscar Norm, couple of sled lengths back behind him. Then it's Ischel 3rd, Christian 4th, Emil Haar, and early 5th here in this pro final.
Look how this racetrack, I said earlier that it was a faster track tonight. Look at these guys, though. They're running around 25 to 26-second lap times. This track has gotten really slow compared to Benham, who just about went sub-22 in practice.
So continue to watch Elias Ischel here chasing after Oscar Norm. Ischel in 3rd right now, trying to draw in on Oscar and maybe bump up a spot here. Doesn't want to let Benham get too far out in front. Okay. Norm taking the outside, and here comes Elias, trying to run the inside lane.
And Norm's got to be defensive here if he wants. He's got to try to take away Elias's line. And I know that's not always easy because it may not be where your sled's the fastest, but look at Benham out front. Benham right now about 1.5 seconds ahead of Oscar Norm.
Yeah, and speaking of turning up the wick, there's Logan Christian on his Arctic Cat. Couple of sled lengths behind Elias Ischel as they come to the AMSOIL finish line.
Now Benham has stepped up the pace. Benham has the fastest lap at 22.580. So just picking up the pace a little bit here. And Logie with a great line there too, and a great run at 22.936 sitting in 4th. Things starting to speed up a little bit.
And here comes Elias. Big launch off the end of the U.S. Air Force flyaway as he's trying everything he can to make up the ground. Logan Christian right there behind him as they come off the FXR turn as they continue to chase Oscar Norm. This is 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Logie loves this racetrack. He was on the podium in the last round. Wants to do better. He was up towards the front the entire race of that final in the last round. Now trying to battle his way back up to a podium finish. It's still Benham out front. Benham now with a 2.5-second lead. Ran a 22.321, so he's even a little quicker yet.
Ischel launching that Jimmy John's XPS Skidoo off the Ram Triple. You can see how the track is getting more and more chewed up, rougher and rougher as we work our way through this pro final, and we go back up front for the Makita Rockstar Skidoo of Benham, maintaining the advantage, as you said, Mike, growing that advantage.
It is. He's starting to lengthen out just a little bit each lap. Let's see, we'll set a differential as they go down the front part of the racetrack right now and across that AMSOIL finish line. let's see what the differential was. It was about 2.2 seconds. And of course, Norm shaved off just a couple of tenths. So racing just about identical lap times. They were about a tenth of a second apart, but Daniel Benham doing what he does and what he needs to do, just be consistent on the racetrack.
So Benham working his way back through the U.S. Air Force flyaway, closing in on the completion of lap number 11, closing in on the halfway point in this epic length pro final.
Watch them as they come through the back part of the racetrack, through that ramp transition area, then going triple, does it nicely, and into the corner. And the interesting thing about Daniel, and I've been watching his lines around here, he stayed pretty consistent. He goes deep here in 3 and 4. When he gets up into 1 and 2 in that FXR corner, staying much shallower.
Oscar Norm looking to get back on the podium. He had a podium in a previous round of competition early on in our AMSOIL Championship Snocross powered by Ram season. So this is developing into what would be a really good night for Oscar.
And we're not even half done with this. Another lap and we'll be halfway done. Watching Logan Christian there. He's still stalking, trying to get that third podium finish spot. As he behind Elias Ischel by a little over a second. Still a lot of racing here, and of course, Ischel trying to hold on to that third spot, and of course, just licking his chops, wants to get back on top of the podium.
So here's Logan Christian still giving chase there, trying to get a podium spot here on the number 43 Arctic Cat as he comes across the AMSOIL finish line. See Ischel just scooting out of the frame there, and you can see the trail of roost there as Logan eats a little bit coming off the FXR
right
turn.
There too. I mean, you know, he's just been kind of chipping away at Elias's position, that third place there. And see if Logie can find another gear here to try to make up some ground and make a pass. And it looks that time. Now he lost. No, he did. He made up about 3 or 4 tenths of a second. So Logie's starting to come hard. Look at this, Oscar Norm with the fast lap now, 21.978, so they broke that 21-second mark.
Mike, in a 26-lap race like this, are you on the hammer the whole time? Do you hold any energy back in reserve and then try to make a push toward the end?
I don't think you can on this racetrack. I think you got to give 100% all the way around. If you do, I mean, there's too many people that are charging hard. I mean, these guys talk about, these are true athletes. Many of them, if not all of them, have athletic trainers they work with. They have nutritionists that they work with. I mean, they're supreme condition, and you know, they're not. They're going to be hammered down the whole way around here. They have to be, or they're going to get swallowed up.
And Daniel Benham, I mean, he's making this look like a Saturday night cruise on a trail. We know that's not the case, and he's working hard out there, but man, talk about looking effortless.
Yeah, 3-second lead over Oscar Norm. Then you see Ischel, and now Logan Christian has chipped into that even a little more. It's about 4 tenths of a second. Yeah, about 5 tenths, about a half a second. So Logan right there, just waiting to see if Elias can make a little bit of a bobble that Logan can capitalize on.
And Logan going to try to maybe,
he thought about it there.
Yeah, he was
really did.
Definitely thinking about stuff in the nose. On the inside and a bobble from Ischel. Logan's on the hammer. Here he comes.
He's got position.
Oh,
and you know, look at that. Elias and there's a little history behind these two. If you remember at Canterbury,
yep.
Elias got together with Logan. Logan was up front in a podium position.
Oh, and there's contact there, and Elias rides away from it. Logan was going for the stump pass there, and now he'll go to the outside.
Yeah, that's a slower line for him, though. He's got to get back down underneath. That's the fast part of the racetrack. Right there. He is right there. This is a great race for third place. Ischel, Logan Christian. Daniel Benham still your race leader, almost a 4.5-second lead over Oscar Norm. But this right here is an epic battle between your points leader and Logan Christian.
Ischel back over the AMSOIL finish line jump. 5 laps left to go. Benham is 3.5 seconds out over Oscar Norm as we continue to watch this tussle for third and fourth that's been going on, it seems like, from lap 3 or 4.
And Logan that last time didn't have the best round. He lost about a half second, so he's now about a second and a half, or about a little over a second out of third place. Just hoping that Ischel again will have an issue where he loses some speed, but Elliott starting to pull away a bit from the number 43 Artie Cat. There's your race leader, Daniel Benham.
Benham starting to work his way through some traffic, closing up on the back end of Trent Whitwer here to put him a lap down as he works his way across the AMSOIL finish line jump again. You see the blue flags waving there to let Whitwer know that leaders are coming up on him.
This is what we talked about. This is where you gotta be somewhat patient. You need to be aggressive, but you want to make sure that these lappers don't do something crazy in front of you that's going to risk your race. Trent Whitwer doing a great job there, pulling out of the way, letting your race leader by. Good racing. That's some real good sportsmanship by Trent Whitwer.
But Benham is now shifting his line to the far inside. Oscar Norm has been unchallenged for the second spot. Elias Ischel still trying to run him down, and they may get close together in traffic here, but time is running out. We're about to see a white flag.
And right now you see Cole Coutu looking over his shoulder because Oscar Norm, they're trying to get around, and Oscar really starting to run into some lappers now. All the while that happens, your race leader just really making some good circuits here as we're down to 1 to go.
And here he comes down through the U.S. Air Force flyaway, looking for the AMSOIL finish line, looking to light the fires. The win goes to Daniel Benham in Deadwood. Oscar Norm in for second. Elias Ischel completes the podium with a third. Logan Christian in fourth, and the Warnert Racing team is going to celebrate tonight. So congratulations to Daniel Benham on the Makita Rockstar Skidoo, picking up the win here tonight in Deadwood. We'll hear from him when we come back with more AMSOIL Championship Snocross powered by Ram on the CBS Sports Network.